Disclaimer. Before watching this podcast and subscribing to Plug Movies, consult with your family and friends. Possible side effects include open-mindedness, new perspectives in life, increased cerebral capacity, and cognitive powers that go off the roof.
All right. Hi, Saachi.
Hi, what's up? How are you?
I'm good. How are you? What's been up? How's your Instagram going?
My Instagram's been doing pretty.
You just
Yeah, I hit 8K. Exactly. I hit 8K, and honestly, I was actually so frustrated because I was like at 7.9K and I wasn't reaching 8K, and it was getting so frustrating. But then I finally hit 8K, and now I'm like, I need more. So
nice.
it's like a never ending. Yeah.
I like it. Congratulations.
Like once. Thank you so much. It's like really addicting when you get into it.
Yeah. But tell me about when you started. How did you start making reels and everything?
So actually, first I was into TikTok, and I used to hate the concept of TikTok. I think like every other TikToker out there. But then, Corona happened, and then there was lockdown, and everyone was on TikTok. And I'm like, what's all the hype about? Like, I want to try it out. And so then, obviously, I'm not good at making funny content or anything. So I decided to do the basic TikTok dances, and I actually started enjoying it. So I posted like one video, it did fine. And I posted the second video, it actually sort of blew up. Like, I got like 2,000 likes or something. And for just a beginner, I was like, that's pretty good. And then I was like, I don't want to stop now. Like, I want to keep getting better at this. So then I did TikTok, and so TikTok got banned. That's when I shifted to Instagram.
Okay.
I had to shift to Instagram.
Yeah, that's everyone on TikTok, basically.
Yeah.
And that was a very smart move by Instagram to like launch reels right when.
Exactly. That was, yeah, an ace move.
When did you start considering yourself a creator, though?
After I actually got my first PR package, I was like, fine, okay. Like, I should start taking this more seriously. Like, maybe I can do something out of this. My mom was also happy, and she's like, you should start doing it, because I've always wanted to blog and stuff. Like, I always wanted to be doing fashion blogging and stuff, but then I wasn't able to. Like, I got into it and I gave up within like a week or something. But then reels came up, and it's literally the same stuff. You're doing promos just in a different way. Basically, you giving reviews and stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's when I started considering myself as a creator. When I started getting PR packages and stuff, that's when I started considering myself as a creator. Before that, I was just an Instagrammer, not a creator, nothing. I still don't consider myself as a creator.
You don't? That was gonna be my question,
No.
but I was like, okay, you probably consider yourself a creator, and then I did not.
I actually don't think I'm a creator. I don't think I have the qualities to be a creator.
Well, I think there's a difference between influencer and creator, right? Do you think you're an influencer or a creator?
No, I don't think I could be an influencer. I would be a really bad influence.
I
think I could be an
basically have a
influencer.
very big problem with the word influencer, and I don't think it should be coined. It's a very personal thing though, but I like the word creator, right? You're creating stuff for a very specific audience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's
They're
what
very
I'm
specific.
for, right?
Yeah, I could never be an influencer. Never.
Why do you say that?
Creator is because I genuinely don't think I would influence people in the right way. Honestly, I'm still learning, so it's not right for me to be influencing other people when I myself am not really good enough to be influencing other people.
I feel like okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about, because like a large part of my content was like self-help and everything, and I'm like, how can I about self-help and I'm not perfect?
Exactly.
I think that's something
what.
you have to get over, because like,
Yeah.
not everyone's perfect, right? Like if
Yeah.
there's not someone who's like 100% correct. I mean, I think
Exactly.
it's just a representation of what you want people to know who you are, right?
Yeah. Exactly. But again, there are people who are very good at it, good at what they're doing, good at influencing people. And it's not everybody's cup of tea, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I just consider myself as a creator, not even a creator. I'm just a person who uses Instagram and enjoys what she's doing. That's it. I love dancing, and that's it. Like, that's it. I love dressing up and enjoying myself, like, because it makes me feel really confident when I do that.
So tell me, how easy do you think it is to grow on Instagram?
At least from my personal experience, I don't really think it's that easy to grow on Instagram, but people do. But for me, it hasn't really been easy to grow on Instagram at all. Honestly, it took a lot. Um, TikTok was comparatively actually really easy to grow on, but no, it's not easy to grow on Instagram.
How many followers did you have on TikTok when it got banned?
When I got banned, when it got banned, I had like 15K followers on TikTok.
Mm, nice. And like I
Yeah,
know what you mean though, because so many people have way more followers, way more likes on,
exactly, on
yeah,
TikTok. Yeah, I
which
think
is
people just
yeah.
engage. The engagement was better, and I don't know, yeah. Probably because I think the times are also different with the whole lockdown situation and everybody had nothing else to do.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me about like online hate and everything, because I know that anyone, especially like a girl on Instagram who's like putting content out there, gets a lot of hate, like an unnecessary amount of hate, which is just mad. Like I want to know how you deal with that shit.
Okay, honestly, I haven't really been the best at dealing with it because there was this one point where I stopped making content because the hate got to me. I deleted all of like everything, like most of my videos. There were only 4 reels left out of like what 35 reels on my feed because I was just too scared. 'Cause people started sending really scary stuff. So it really got to my head and I started worrying. And honestly, I was really angry.
Mhm.
I was really angry and I deleted it because I was really mad. Like I was like, why do people have to do that? I'm not doing anything at the cost of your happiness or something. I'm doing it because it makes me happy. As long as I'm not harming you in any sort of way, there's no need for you to be so rude to me. And even if I am like, let's say bringing you any damage in any sort of way, you can DM me, you can politely talk to me or something. It does not have to be uh, talking about my clothes or the way I dance or, whatever.
I think it has a
That.
lot to do with attention seeking, right? I feel like these
Yeah,
people really want your attention. And
yeah,
like I've heard a bunch of big creators say this, that like when you've had like a lot of hate, don't respond to them, don't even block them. Just don't do anything, because if you block them, that's a
yeah.
response, right?
That's what they actually want.
Yeah. So
And
they're
that
like,
was the problem. I started reacting to it.
hmm,
I started reacting to it, and now that I look back at it, I realized that that was the dumbest move I've ever played because, like, I shouldn't have. And because I reacted to them, they did it more.
hmm.
And that's where I ended up like, okay, now I want to stop.
Did you learn something from it? Did you learn something from
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I did. See, there's always going to be haters, but there's also going to be a huge crowd of people who's always going to want to see you like do what you want to do. There's people who's always going to be happy with what you make. Because when I stopped, people kept coming and telling me that no, like you need to come back. This is what you like doing. You should do it. And that's when I realized that no, there's more to creating content than just hate. There's also a positive side to it. So if you, it's not easy for me to come and tell you that ignore the hate. It's not easy to ignore the hate, but also just focus more on the positive part. Helps.
I feel like if you're surrounded with like the bunch of people that don't like your content, just find someone who will, right? Because
Yeah,
someone who will like your content.
there is someone always who will like your content. Exactly. So do it
Yeah.
for them.
So I want to know what you define as content.
Content is basically whatever you want to put out like on a platform, whatever makes you happy, and as long as it's not at the cost of someone else's happiness or anything. That is what is content to me, please.
Okay.
It's just very it's simple, not anything extra.
That's
Just
quite
doing what makes
sophisticated an answer for someone. Okay, this is a very controversial topic I'm talking about, right? So it's the whole moral question of whether dancing is content, right? And I'm sure like a lot of people have brought this forward, and I'll be very honest, for a while, even I was like, bro, this is not content.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm at the stage where I'm understanding the fact that okay, it can be considered as content. It's getting like a lot of like views, a lot of engagement. I'm not gonna ignore it anymore, right? Like
Yeah. You can't ignore it
yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
It's
But
everywhere.
it's everywhere, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, you can't
there are like
ignore it.
15 other things that opened after TikTok, and then there's Instagram. Like it's way too much stuff. But I want to ask you, right? So the primary thing about content, the primary things about content is the creator and the audience,
Yeah.
right? Now, the creator is okay. I understand the fact that the creator is someone who just wants to put forward what they're making, even if it's TikTok dances, which is completely okay, right? For a creator. I want
Yeah.
to know, for someone who puts out TikTok dances, who's your target audience? And what do you want your target audience to take away from your content?
Um, so I think my for me the target audience is anybody and everybody who enjoys watching people, dance. See, again, I wouldn't really call it dancing because I don't consider myself as a dancer. I'm just actually basically just doing the routines that are already there, and then they're not really, you can't call it dance. At least I don't think you should.
I think TikTok dances are a pretty sophisticated name for it. Like everyone
Yeah,
understands when you say you're a TikTok
yeah,
dancer, but you're not a
yeah. It's not dance. Yeah, it's not a like you're not a dancer. You're a TikTok dancer.
yeah.
So basically, yeah, I'm just trying to um reach people who I think enjoy watching people doing TikTok dances again, people who engage in TikTok. Everyone's just so obsessed with Charlie, Addison,
Yeah.
that, and people trying to, I also try to engage people who are probably interested in, I don't know, fashion. Because I think most of my reels are like where I actually dress up and actually put in efforts and actually dance. Like it's not just about the dance. I also try to make it about the outfits. So
Mhm.
that's the type of the audience I'm trying to reach. Also, just an audience that's really non-judgmental and understands that this is what people like doing. This is what they should do. Let them do it.
How do you filter out though? Like how do you filter out the people that are there just to judge you, or they're just to spread hate and everything? Do you have a way to filter it out, or are you still figuring it out?
I'm honestly still figuring out. I don't think you can filter them out. You can't. There's always going to be someone. You can't really end the hate. There's two sides to everything. So you can't filter people out. Like
Fair
it's
enough.
not easy. Some people only follow you because they hate you.
That's true.
I bet. I bet you if like when we release this and stuff, let's just say 50% of the viewers are gonna be my haters because they're just gonna want to see what she's gonna talk about, and then they just have to, make a big scene out of it.
And I
There are
like the
always
fact that
going to
you've
be.
accepted it, right? You just
I've accepted. I don't have an option. Like some
fair
people do it
enough.
because they probably genuinely like me, but some people do it because they just want to, like, oh my god, like what is she doing? Like why is she doing this now? Like I want to see. That's it.
Okay. Another
Yeah.
very controversial question I'm gonna ask. Do you think your gender has a role to play in your growth?
My gender, no. No.
Okay.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I know how it is because you know how you're a girl, you probably have this, entire batch of Indian uncles following you and stuff on Instagram. But I don't think so. It's not like that because there are so many people boys on Instagram, men on Instagram who are blowing up more than women do. So I don't think, at least on Instagram, it's that way. I think people actually genuinely follow people with good content. Gender has nothing to do with it, which is a really good thing.
Because there is a whole argument about if there are two people making the same content and one's a girl, the girl's gonna get more followers.
So I would actually like to talk about my friend Rishi. He's a
Mhm.
boy and he makes amazing content, and he makes the same content as other people do, girls, boys, whatever. He's still growing, and even the girls are growing. So I don't see a difference. Like everyone's different in their own way,
Mhm.
and everyone's growing because they deserve to grow. It's not because their gender matters, boy, girl. No, I don't think so.
And now I want to talk about how much effort you put into your reels, right? I want to know how much time a day you spend on it. Are you motivated every day to do it, or do you have this thing in place that okay, I'm gonna do it even when I'm not motivated? Like, tell me more about it.
At least let's say, okay, so when I'm like, okay, now I have to dress up and I have to go make reels, I will at least spend 2 hours making reels. I'll
Mhm.
probably try one dance and then I'll probably try it 15 times. And then I'm just like, okay, this is not coming out good. Then I'll go to another. I'll try that. The thing is, I am not satisfied till I think this is perfect. So I'm going to keep doing it again and again, which takes a really long time. And even when I actually get it, like the final outcome, I don't think it's perfect. So it takes me a lot of time, honestly. And I'm actually just making reels all the time. It's not just that, okay, so I have to post now, so I have to get up and make reels. No, I'm just going to put my ring light right here and I'm in my night suit and I'm like just doing TikTok dances because I love doing it. I love dancing all the time. So I don't really have any specific timing or, I need to do it because I need to post. No, it's just what I love doing.
But do you
Yeah.
the routine will fall into place even though you don't do it consciously?
Yes, it does. I think it's just a part of me now. Okay, one day I won't do it, second day I won't do it, but like third day, I have to get back to it.
Mhm.
It's just I've gotten so used to it, which I'm actually really happy about because I think that's like the only physical exercise I've had in a really long time.
Okay.
So I have to do it.
I wanna know how this worked out business wise, right? Did you approach sponsors or did sponsors approach you? If they did, what's the whole model like? I wanna know.
So basically, I actually just started tagging the brands I wore, like H&M, Forever 21. Basically, I just give people an outfit details in my comments or whatever because I told you my thing is not just about dancing; it's also about giving people outfit ideas or whatever. So yeah. So I think that happened, and I think then H&M commented on my one of my pictures, and I think that's when it started. That's when the small jewelry handmade. I mean, I think this Hyderabad-based jewelry company reached to me, and that was the first package I got. So it happened from like that side. I didn't because I didn't think anybody would send me anything like a PR product or something. So I was waiting for it, and it happened, and it kept happening. That's
Do you
where.
think
So
it will be very sustainable later on once you keep this going?
it can be. I want it to be.
Okay.
Yeah, like I want it to be. So let's see. For all I know, I might just stop doing this 15 days later. Maybe I'm just like, okay, now I want to do something else. You can't say what you want, right?
I wanna know what was your fastest growth phase and what was your slowest growth phase? I wanna know.
Honestly, there is actually no, I think my growth is very consistent. I haven't really had a fast and a slow growth phase. It's always been the same. Like it's just me growing slowly, 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 slowly. Like that's it.
Mhm.
Haven't really had that, where people are like, oh my God, like overnight and they blow up and stuff. No, I haven't had that yet. It's just been really consistent, which is fine.
But have you been through phases where you haven't posted for a few days and you're like, okay, this day like I didn't increase so many followers, which is odd or something? Any observations?
Obviously there are days where I don't post, and obviously I'm not going to get followers just like that. Like you have to get people to engage in your content. So I get it. When I don't post, I don't expect people to engage. So I think that's fine. And I actually don't post for days. Just recently I've started posting a lot again, which is actually why I've been seeing improvement in my growth.
So I want to know like what you've learned from your growth so far, right? Because you obviously like everyone else, you have like a long way ahead of you, right? And but you've also come a long way. I want to know what you've learned until this 8K mark, right? I want to know what you've learned about content creation, about the whole social media game.
That no matter what, you have to love yourself. unless you don't love yourself, anything like whatever other people are saying is not going to matter to you. You have to be confident, you have to love yourself, and that's what attracts other people, honestly. It's not how you dance or whatever it is. It's just like, okay, she's confident, she loves herself, and that's what I want other people to probably learn from me. It's not the dances or how she's dressing up. Okay, she's waking up, she's getting out of bed, she's dressing up just so she can like feel confident in what she's wearing, and she's dancing and she's putting it out there. Love yourself, be confident.
Mhm.
That is what you have to learn.
This brings me.
Because if you don't love yourself, then the hate is going to get to you. Because once I started realizing that it's not worth it, like you have to love yourself, it got so much better for me. Like the hate stopped bothering me. Not completely, obviously, but it got so much better.
Okay, so this brings me to my next topic, right? Like, is validation important for you to be consistent? Do you think it is?
To some extent, yeah. Because again, I've been putting reels out there, not only for myself, but also so that people, just like I told you, like how people could watch and be like, okay, yeah, she's doing this, she's being confident, so I can do this too. So a little bit of validation, I think everybody needs. Like, I know I'm doing this because I love it, but also because like there's no harm in appreciating people or what they're doing.
What's your process like when you're making content, right? I know it's like it's not key you're sitting down and you're making content. It's just you doing it for yourself kind of thing, and then you post it if you
Yeah,
a lot, right? But
yeah. If I like it,
what your workflow is like, right? I want to know from the idea to like the final result, even for like one reel. Like what does it look like?
so basically, it just starts by random reels showing up on my page, and then I'm just on my bed scrolling through Instagram, and I save them. So I have a lot of reels saved in my, saved thingy on Instagram. And then I actually, when I'm like, okay, I have to make reels now, I don't decide that this is the dance I'm gonna do today or this is what I'm gonna do today. No, I just go, I scroll through my saved, and whatever I find like, the most appealing at that moment, like that, okay, like I want to do this. This looks fun, is what I do, like on spot. It's not that I don't really actually plan it out. It's just whatever I enjoy doing at that moment, I do it. So yeah, I give it like a 15, like it easily takes me about 10 to 15 tries to actually get what I want. Then I save it, and then again, a lot of thinking goes into whether I should post it or not. But like if I've given it 15 tries, then I have to post it.
It has
It's
to
like
be worth
that.
it.
Yeah.
So consuming content for you is a very important part of creating your content, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I think that is what best defines my content.
Do you think this applies everywhere though? Do you think consuming any sort of content? So, for example, I want to write a movie, right? Do you think it's really important for me to watch a lot of movies in order to write a good movie? Or do I just need to sit in silence and just let pure creativity come into writing my movie? Like it applies everywhere. The movie was just an example.
For me, it might be like I have to watch a bunch of videos to be able to create content. But for people out there, they're just like, I'm going to wake up and make my own dance or, just my own TikTok dance or something. But yeah, so it differs from people to people. But for me, it's been like I have to consume content. But I don't think I would be able to like do it. I'm more of a watcher, I guess, than actually a doer.
Is that a boon
Yeah.
or a pain? What do you think it is?
Is that a
Boon
sorry?
or a pain? A blessing or a curse?
Um, I think both.
Okay.
Because okay, like let's be honest, I don't really think I've tried something really different.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a pain because I stick to what I see on my explore, and that's what I keep doing, right? But also, it was not just a pain. It's obviously a blessing because this is what actually got me through lockdown, honestly. Like dancing and focusing on myself, and like my time just went away, and it was just a good time for me. So it's been both. It also made me feel so much more better about myself and confident, and actually kept me fit because okay, not all TikTok dances are easy. You can't just call them TikTok dances. They are difficult.
Okay, I've
So
not tried, so I'm not gonna argue with that. But I want to know what your growth plans are for the future.
baby steps, honestly. Nothing for now. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really have a plan.
Hmm.
Just whatever is meant to be will be. I don't have a plan. I don't plan anything out. I don't even plan my reels out.
But that's fine because baby steps are still alright because you're concentrating on your content now and you're just making sure the content now is quality content.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fair.
What I'm focusing is, yeah, exactly.
I want to know what your goal is. Like, where do you want to see yourself on Instagram? Let's say, how many followers do you visualize yourself having? What's your engagement like? What's your ideal Instagram scenario?
Um, okay, I'm just gonna talk about the near future for now. So I think uh, just because I've hit 8K right now my only goal is 10K for now.
Hmm.
And then I don't really have a goal, honestly. Then it's just baby steps again. But for now, I'm gonna work hard for 10K. That's my goal for
Mhm.
like, let's say the next 2 months. It's gonna take me a good 2, 3 months to reach 10K, obviously.
Plan on getting onto other platforms as well, or do you want to stick to Instagram?
Me, yeah. No, no, no. I actually want to start learning how to do makeup.
Nice.
Yeah, and I really want to go to fashion school. So I really want to complete graduation first,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to figure out what I really want to do. But I know for a fact that it has to be something related to fashion, either makeup or something related to fashion.
Are you planning something like YouTube or whatever?
No, I don't think I'd be able to handle YouTube.
No?
I think Reels is
Otherwise,
enough for me. I'm exhausted in a 30-second video. You can't expect me to talk and be productive for like 15 minutes or whatever, like how much ever time.
on Instagram, let's say you become an influencer, right? Let's say you're getting
Yeah.
good brand deals. Do you
Yeah.
think you're gonna want to make this your full-time profession?
No, I don't think this would be my full-time profession.
Why not?
I don't, but this is again just something I do for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's something I want to do more seriously. Like I want to I want to be able to start to like doing makeup and stuff. Like I told you, I really want to start going to makeup school after a few months. And that's what I want to focus on. Although I'm not very sure if I'm going to get there or not, but right now that is my goal. But you never know what the future holds for you. For all you know, I might be making reels even 10 years later, and that's how I'm earning or whatever. But for now, it's makeup. Even though I haven't actually started doing makeup at all.
I wanna know what you wanna tell someone who is just starting off with any sort of content creation, especially when they're making reels and everything, and they only have about like 100 to 200 followers, right? What are you gonna?
Don't give up. Don't give up.
That's
Don't give up. It's just the beginning. Don't give up. Honestly, in the beginning, you're always going to be like, oh my God, like, how does this person have, so many followers or whatever? It's because they have been working for such a long time. And obviously, you have to too. And you also have to be consistent if you have to, reach your goal. And honestly, I think I speak too much for someone with just 8,000 followers. I don't think you should ask me.
That's the entire point of this podcast, right? Because you have gotten to 8K, right? I mean, it also is an
Yeah.
accomplishment, but at the same time, I know that you want to become like way more than 8K, right?
Yeah.
Like it's all about understanding like your head and like where you want to go and what how much effort you've been putting in ever since then.
Honestly, yeah, don't give up. Don't compare yourself. That is one mistake I think everybody makes. Even now, even when they probably have like 10,000 followers, 15,000 followers, you're always going to be comparing yourself to other people. Like, don't do that. And I think they should make it a point to start thinking that way since the beginning. Don't compare yourself. Everyone has a different way of creating content and just a different type of, I don't know, everything. Everyone's beautiful in their own way, different in their own way. So don't compare.
But like,
And do it because you love it. Don't do it because you want to grow. Okay, maybe that's your goal, but honestly, at least from where I've reached, I think it happened because I loved it. And that's how I actually really got engaged into what I was doing, and I reached where I am because I loved what I was doing. Don't make it a habit,
mhm.
you know,
So let's
just
say
a
I'm a
hobby.
mhm. let's say I'm a let's say 15-year-old content creator making reels on Instagram, right? And I really want to grow, but you just told me to not compare myself with anyone else, right? How do I know that what I'm doing is the right way to go? Am I doing something right? I can only look at someone else and then figure out my own.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, then again, it's still, you don't have to compare. You can look up to someone. Comparison is not the answer.
I can see that beyond the thumbnail of this video.
Influencer.
So that's it, Sachi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed this so much.
Maybe we'll do another podcast when you hit like 50K.
I don't.